when I was a assistant professor, so there are 3 tiers of professor: assistant, associate, and full. And assistant professor is the beginning position. And generally you're tenured, which gives you some job security at associate. And then there are a few more perks that come along with full professor. I started as an assistant professor at Harvard, and it wasn't necessary for Harvard to be particularly competitive on the salary side of things, despite the fact that they have untold billions in their hedge fund. Harvard's really a hedge fund now, by the way, and not a university.
Sneaky.
So, yes. Well, be careful what you wish for, you know. Anyways, I wasn't paid enough as an assistant professor at Harvard to support a family in Boston. And I worked, I'm not complaining about this. It was a great opportunity to be in Boston. But Tammy didn't have a green card, so she couldn't work. And we spent no money. I had the most rat box of a car that you could possibly imagine. Rackaby, yeah. I mean, that car, the doors literally fell off that car 2 weeks after we sold it to our neighbor. Now, the neighbor, by the way, knew that the car was in that bad a shape. So I think we traded it to them for partly because we got their Cadillac. Anyways, we didn't even buy magazines. We had no money. And I had to teach extra courses. So I taught 2 extra courses per semester, which is a lot because you're full load, especially if you're doing research, is 3 courses in total, 3 or 4 across 2 semesters. So 2 per semester. I taught twice that much.
Oh.
And one day I phoned the dean and I said, I phoned the dean and I said, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm having a hard time getting my research enterprise up and going because I'm teaching so much. I don't have enough time to attend to the research. And I don't mind that because I love teaching, but what the hell? How do you justify this? And he said, most of our people consult, which was not true. Many of the senior faculty consult, but to consult, well, first of all, you have to be established somewhere for a long time and you have to have a reputation. And it takes a long time to build up a consulting enterprise. It's not something you just step into overnight. It's like a decade to build a consulting operation. It's very hard.
To get patients.
Or
not patients, but
clients.
Clients, yeah.
Yeah, right. And I wasn't practicing as a clinical psychologist at that point, although I was licensed. Anyways, that's when I started the enterprises that became Exam Corps, because I was looking for something I could capitalize on that I knew about, that would be useful, that would be economically productive. And that took off. It took a long time. We didn't really make profit with Exam Corps for 15 years.
And that's longer. Understand Myself.
Yeah, and self-authoring. Yeah. So
I just thought it was interesting that I didn't realize that. I don't know if it's still the same now, but I didn't realize that that's how little money associate professors can make, even at Ivy League institutions.
Oh, definitely.
Assistant.
Yeah. Is it still the same? I don't know. I would suspect it's similar.
Things are a lot more expensive now. They'd have to be paid quite a bit more for it to be the same, I would assume.
Right, because I imagine the housing market is certainly more expensive now than it was. I mean, Boston's housing market was very expensive when we were there in the 90s. That had already started. Although we did buy a house when we were there in a working class town in Arlington, very nice working class town. And we could afford that just barely. And we had loans from our parents for the down payment, at least partially from our parents, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it was fine. We just didn't have any money. The thing is, your poverty isn't defined by your money precisely. Your poverty is defined by your opportunity, right? And so if you don't have any money, but you have lots of opportunity, you're rich. You just don't have any money. And you can have lots of money and be poor. I mean, I wouldn't say that's the normal run of things, but it's certainly a possibility, partly because money isn't the solution to many of life's problems.